I made my first $1,000 in 2024 since I started trading Forex in 2020. I know that might sound quite crazy, but that's just the reality of trading Forex. So, in today's video, I'll be showing you how you can get started with Forex trading from everything you need to know, like getting a broker account, platforms you should trade on, what pairs you should trade, time is trade, and everything else you need to know. So if you're a complete beginner or this is your first time hearing the word forex, then you are definitely in safe hands, and this video is definitely for you. So without further ado, guys, let's jump straight into the meaning of today's video. So the first thing we're talking about is what is forex trading. So forex trading is basically you speculating between the prices of different currency pairs. So, for instance, if you are trading GBP USD, for instance, you are predicting that GBP would either rise or fall against the US dollar. So, what that means is that if GBP should rise just 10 pips, then you definitely make money if you placed a buy order. Then, if you should also sell just 10 pips, you definitely make money also if you placed a sell order. That's basically what Forex is about. It's just buying and selling. That's how simple and easy it is. Simply buying and selling. You are buying currencies and you're selling them. That's basically what Forex is about. But the thing is that you're not actually buying the currency in physical form. You are literally buying them online. And you're not actually buying the currency in the ad or the soft or the hard copy you definitely see. You are speculating the prices of them. So you're not like buying them and keeping them in an account like um the money changers or stuff. But you are definitely just speculating between the prices of them. So that's what forex trading is basically about. That's the simplest explanation you can get about it. It is simply buying and selling of currencies. That's what forex trading is about. So the next thing on my list here is how to analyze a forex chart. This is very simple. Now we have numerous strategies out there ranging from SMC to smart money concept to whatever they call it. We have so many trading concepts right now. So how do you analyze your chart? You can use this tool that you are seeing on your screen right now. This trading view tool is what basically everybody I know used to trade forex. You're not going to place your trade on the trading view. You're just going to analyze the chart with trading view. That's what trading view is for. Trading view is definitely or simply for analyzing the charts. But you can also place trade through trading view, but that's more comprehensive. It's not as simple as it placing trade on other platforms like MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, um, Trade Locker, and the likes. So trading view is simply for analyzing the chart, and I'll show you how you can analyze a chart in just 1 minute right now. So that's how to analyze a chart. It is very simple. Just plot your support and resistance or whatever strategy you are planning on trading with, and just expect your move to play out. That's how simple it is to analyze charts on TradingView. And TradingView also, it is for free. You don't need to pay for the premium version. You can definitely do numbers with the free version. You definitely don't even need the premium version only if you're looking to backtest And you can do that with other platforms like MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. So you definitely don't even need to pay for TradingView Premium. So the next one here is what pairs to trade. Yeah, this is a very, very simple question, but a lot of people think it is a hard one. It's a very, very simple question. So, like we know, we have major pairs in Forex and we have minor pairs in Forex. The major pairs are GBP USD, EUR USD, GBP JPY, XAUSD, and I think GBP card. I don't trade the whole major pairs. I don't even trade more than one single pair. But if you are still a beginner and trying to like set out your foot or look at the best one for you, you can trade everything for the start and try to filter them later on and look at the ones that you are actually very good with. So what does that mean? Like me, for instance, now I actually just liked the way XAUUSD, that is gold. I like the way it moves. It's a very, very fast pair and it makes you money or lose you money in no time. That's the reason why I like trading XAUSD, because you know your fate within an hour maximum. You either get stopped out or it will go in your direction. That's how simple it is. Why there are some pairs that will take time, like JPP, JPY, to take a long while because it moves very, very slowly, but you still make money with those though. But it depends on the type of trader that you are. I'm more of an aggressive trader, so I do these things. I want to like make quick money. That doesn't mean I don't analyze the charts, but I just want to like stick with what I know, that this is a fast means of me knowing if I'm going to make money quickly, I'm going to lose money quickly, rather than waiting on the charts for hours to definitely can't still take a loss or something. So I'll just place my trade and just expect it to play out within 31 hour max, and that's just the reason why I personally like XAUUSD, and that's good. So we also have minor pairs like GBP card, USD card, USD, HKN. We have so many minor pairs. You literally don't even need to focus on any of these pairs. You just have to look for the one that you are very good with and stick to maximum of three. You don't need to analyze 10 charts just because you're looking for trade opportunities. Just stick to the one that you know that will definitely give you a setup over time, and be loyal to the chart. Wait for it to play out and you'll definitely make money in the long run. So that's that for what best to trade. Then let's go to when to trade. We have four major sessions in the market. We have the London session, we have the New York session, we have the Asian session, and we have the Sydney session. But the thing is that Asian session and Sydney session actually are intertwined. Asian session starts around, I think, 12 a.m. Nigerian time till 6 thereabout. While Sydney session starts around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. thereabout. So you can see that those two are already correlating already. So that's why most people don't even mention the word Sydney session. Everybody just see that is Asian session. Then we have London session that starts 8 a.m. Nigerian time. 8 a.m. Nigerian time, and it elapses or stops around 2 p.m. So London session is actually the session that London, that's the UK, that's when their banks and their financial institutions opens. Just in Nigeria also, our banks open around 8 a.m. That's the same thing with what happens in London. Their banks also open around 8 a.m. So that's why it is called London session. Then New York session is around 2 p.m. Nigerian time to 8 p.m. Nigerian time. New York session simply means when New York is also awake and their banks over there also start to open around their own 8 a.m. So I think the US is 5 hours ahead or 7 hours ahead in Nigeria. I really don't know the time. That's why it is tagged New York session. So now when to trade? For me personally, as a Nigerian that lives in Nigeria, if you're also living in the UK or probably African countries that we have GMT time, GMT plus one, then I guess the best thing to do is just to like stick to trading London sessions. London sessions are actually very, very good to trading because of the market conditions. The market is most likely not going to range during London session. The market is most likely not going to range during London session. But you see, during New York session is always very chaotic, and that's because of US obviously is the world power, and anything they do in the US would definitely affect almost everything in the world. You can see from what Donald Trump is doing, dollar is falling and rising anyhow. You can see what's happening also in the stock market, in cryptocurrencies and everything. Everything is just relying on the US news. So New York session is a very, very chaotic time to trade. but that doesn't mean you can't trade it. But personally, for me, I don't trade the New York session, only sometimes, only sometimes, because it is very, very chaotic. We have so many news that come up around 2 p.m. Nigerian time, and those news will just literally take you out with very huge spikes, and that's because of um the New York session. New York session is also filled with a lot of news, while London session is filled with almost no news at all. News don't really come out during the London session. But the next best time also to trade again is the Asian session. The Asian session is also a very, very chilled time because we literally don't have news in the market. And why I keep mentioning news is that news is something that could actually break or make you. Yeah, a news outcome could literally break or make you. But most of the times, news will definitely break your account. So it's best to just avoid trading news only if you are a very, very good trader or you're a professional in trading news. So if you're going to trade news, you have to be like very, very active and be 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 smart about it, because news will definitely or most likely take your account out instead of giving you money instead. So for me personally, the best time to trade is London session, then followed by Asian session, then New York session. I'll rank that last because that's a very, very chaotic time to trade in the market. Then the next thing on our list here is, how much do you need to start trading? I know a lot of people have been wondering, okay, yeah, I want to start trading. What do I need? How much do I need? You practically don't need a lot of money at the start, because I'll be very honest with you. Over time, you will lose that money no matter how much you start with. Yeah, I know that's not the honest truth and you might not want to hear that. But over time, I can guarantee that you lose whatever amount you used to start, even if it's $10,000 or $20,000 or even $100 million. You will definitely lose that money, because as a beginner, you go through that stage of self doubt, of trying to make more money than possible, or just trying to just check out your luck. I know you might think, oh, you're not going to be, you're not going to be like that, but that's what everybody says, and eventually lose the money. So personally, for me, when I started trading with just $50, I think, or 45, $50 there about, and I was able to grow that money to, I think, 600 or $700 within the first 2 weeks. But eventually, like I said, you will definitely lose that money over time. You will definitely lose that money over time. So I lost my first account to in trading. It's very, very normal for every single person that starts Forex to lose your first account. It is very, very normal. You definitely go through that phase of trials, of losses. You will definitely go through that state. So the best thing to do is just to start with probably $50 or $100. But now again, we already have prop firms popping up here and there. We already have prop firms popping up here and there. So the best thing to do, instead of you actually depositing that money, is to actually get a prop firm account. This is not a sponsorship video for any prop firm. I'm just telling you what I did. I made my first major money trading prop firms. I'll be very, very honest with you. Prop firms will definitely change your life if you get it right. It will definitely change your life if you get it right. So the best thing to do, instead of you actually depositing your $100 or $50 into the market, why not just purchase a 5K account or 10K account and just test out the market instead? Because you most likely lose the $50 account with just 2 3 trades. But things like if you have like a 10K account with a prop firm, you still have multiple times to play with the account before you eventually lose it. That's if you don't get it right. But you have a very, very high chance of losing your first account. But you could be lucky enough to skip through that phase and just make money off your first account like I did, but you still eventually take losses in the market. That's just a very, very normal thing at the end. You still eventually take losses in the market, and that's not bad. That's just part of the process in this forex space. You definitely use your first account or your first major bag. So, how much do you need to get started again? You need practically, let me just say, $50 or $100 maximum. You don't need to deposit something very, very huge at the start, until when you have now owned your skills enough to feel okay, yes, you can do this properly. That's when you should now deposit maybe $1,000, $5,000 and stuff. But if you are still starting out, the best thing to do is to just stick to $100 maximum. That should be the maximum you should even think of depositing into your forex account. Then the next one is, how can you become a professional trader? And yes, you see a lot of videos on YouTube talking about how you can become a professional trader within a week, within a month. Even see guys teaching you have to start trading forex within a month. Yeah, the thing is, you can start placing trades, you can start trading within a month. Yeah, but would you call yourself a professional trader just because you started trading a month ago? Definitely no. For me personally, if you want to actually see you're a professional trader, you must have gone nothing less than a year trading forex, because a year is still good enough to take you by the hands, to show you everything else from the news event and everything else that is also very very important that would happen throughout the year. So if you have traded for a year and you have actually owned your skills and made money from it, then you can call yourself a professional trader. And how long would it take you to learn? To take you forever to learn for real, because you have to keep learning every single time. Even me personally, there's some things I still go back to check in the market, to see that how did this play out, how is this working, is this really the way I want it to be, is this what I analyzed, is this the way I am meant to trade these things. And that's just part of the process. You have to keep learning every single time. You will not get it right the first time, you will not get it right the second time. You have to just keep on improving yourself and be patient. That's the thing about it. I was very very patient in my forex journey, because I knew that this thing was something that I would look to do in the long term. I was not just in for just making quick money and just buying a car or something. I actually want to do this for a very, very long time, because of the flexibility forex trading will give you. If you stay true to your grind, over time you make a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. And who doesn't want money? Obviously, everybody wants to make money. So I'm not even in for those short-term gains and those short-term pleasures of you getting involved with money and stuff. But I'm looking to make a lot of money with this forex thing. That's why I'm taking my time and I'm very, very patient with it. So to actually get started, what do you need again? You just need to know how to trade, the platforms to trade on here. So back to the platform, you can either trade with MT4, that's MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. You also have the C Trader platform also. You also have platforms like Match Trader. You also have platforms like Trade Locker, and I think that's just because of the restrictions here and there. But back in the days, we really had the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, excuse me, and C Trader. Those were the three platforms that I know. But now we have a lot of platforms popping up here and there based on restrictions in the EU, in the US, and stuff like that. But if you're in Nigeria, then definitely you should go for MetaTrader 5 or C Trader. Those are your two those are the two best ones that you can go for, and because they are very very beginner friendly, they are easy to use, they have very very good interfaces that you can learn quickly. So that takes us to the broker. What broker should you use also to get started with forex trading? If you are in Nigeria or Africa generally, the best platform you can use is Xness. I'll leave a link to get started with Xness in the description. That will be the first link in the description. Make sure to check that out to get a Xness account, and make sure you verify that with probably your NIN, your driving license, or whatever, to be able to deposit and withdraw from your account. So that's practically what that is about. And why I choose Xness is because Xness is also very user friendly, and they are Africa oriented. We have a lot of traders in Africa, and they have very good withdrawal and deposit options for traders in Africa. You don't really need to bother about you buying cryptocurrencies to fund your account. You can literally fund your account with bank transfers. So that's why I personally stick to Xness. They're a very, very good broker in my opinion. But the only problem I have with Xness is that their spread is sometimes crazy. Yeah, their spread is sometimes crazy, but that's just a normal thing in the market, and that's just that for that. So Xness is actually a very good broker, and you should check them out with the link in the description. So what else do we have to talk about again about starting to trade forex? Now also let's talk about um picking a mentor. Picking a mentor is actually very crucial, because a lot of people on the internet right now are just scammers that are posing as forex mentors. Don't just probably live off your mentorship fee, and that's very very crazy, because you have to be very smart. So picking a mentor is very very crucial, and you have to do your own findings on that. But personally for me, I'll not recommend anybody for you, but I know you can see some traders popping up in Nigeria, popping up in Africa at large. Those ones are good enough for you if they have a community. But I'm not going to endorse anybody here personally, because I also don't have a mentor per se. I'm a self-taught trader, and most of the things that I learned in this forex space, I learned them by myself. Yeah, I know that's quite crazy. That's why it took me a lot of time before I even made my first $1,000. So if you have a mentor, you have a better chance of making those money quickly, because your mentor will literally tell you everything you need to know from start and will take you by the hand. But I never really had anybody that took me by the hand, so that's why it took me a very long while before I started making money in this forex space. So what else do you need to do? Is also set your mind that you can't make money in your first account, your second account, probably your third account. That's when you now start seeing the light. So you have to just make sure you are very patient with yourself and you are ready to give it the time it deserves. Don't just come into forex because you need money next week or you need money next month. You are definitely going to even lose the money that you have. Just come here with a good mind that you are looking to do this thing for for the long for the long run, not just for short term gains. You're looking to do this for a very very long time, and the market will definitely reward you for sticking around. So that brings us to the very end of this video. So if you stick with me to this part of this video, and if you have any questions for me, you can drop them in the description. If you're trying to just reach out to me personally, you can reach out to me via Instagram, via Telegram, or via X. That's Twitter. You can reach out to me using the links in the description also. So I linked all my socials in the description also. So you can reach out to me if you want to regarding anything I've said on this channel or in this video. So that brings us to the very end of this video. Like I said, and I wish you success with your forex journey. It might be very, very crazy, it might be very, very lonely. Just make sure you are doing the right thing, you are getting the right information, and patience is a very good virtue that you must emulate in this forex space, because if you're not patient, you keep on losing money every single time. Make sure you're patient with yourself, don't rush the process, believe in yourself, trust yourself, and you get rewarded over time. So thanks for watching once again. Happy trading, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.